Alrighty, what is going on YouTube? I know, same shirt, same everything, same exact day, but I wanted to get two videos recorded today. You know, the video that y'all saw yesterday was the buzz review, but in today's video, since I got two disc reviews out of the way, I wanted to get something a little bit more personal, a little bit more into the disc golf game. We are going to be working only on our forehands today, so I'm playing the backside of LCU. It's a lot longer. There are a couple shots that don't really fit the forehand, but we try to squeeze it in there. But yeah, really need to work on the forehand. There's just, you know, haven't really had too much confidence in it as of late. So yeah, really just need to get honed in on some of these other things. Now, as y'all see throughout the video, I'm not gonna be throwing as far. I'm gonna adjust it pretty quickly, but you know, we're kind of taking the distance down quite a bit and then taking the accuracy or shot shaping up a tad bit. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If y'all are enjoying these uploads, make sure to hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, all that good stuff. But yeah, let's get on to the video. And here we are on hole 10 at LCU. I know I covered all that stuff. I saw the intro. And yeah, my forehand just has been in shambles. But the backside of this course is very forehand friendly. So we're just going to try and get some shots in. And, you know, if we score well while doing it, so be it. But I don't think it'll be because of the shots. I think it'll be probably because of a couple like nice little long putts. Off this first hole on hole 10, 343 feet, going with the Raptor. And let's just throw one out there and let's just see what it does. And that's probably one of my better forehands I've had in a long time, but no distance. All right, long putt. I'm not gonna throw multiple because I don't want to throw on my arm today. So we're just gonna throw whatever works and whatever happens. But I'm not expecting us to throw very far today. But if we just have some nice clean releases, I'll be totally fine with that. And also, for those of you that have been watching the reviews of me reviewing different discs, thank y'all for that. Thank y'all for leaving the comments section. Thank y'all for all the comments that I've been posting. You know, I need to get better at responding or, you know, liking comments, but my day's pretty much filled up. So, you know, I'm gonna try and dedicate at least 10 to 15 minutes after each video. But if you don't come in that time frame, then, you know, I'm gonna see if I could still find time, but I'm possibly just gonna be going on to the next video and really working on the analytics for those. But with that being said, I'm also be looking forward to, you know, doing more videos like this, working on certain aspects of the game. But if you're not into this kind of content, then you gotta stick around. There'll be more disc reviews coming soon. But yeah, just gonna throw a couple of these, you know, every week here and there, because we are still trying to get better as well. Alrighty, a long bid right here. Pushing right to left swing. I'm a little bit more of a hyzer putter. So we're gonna try to put this a little bit more on the right side and just see if this one does not go in. Not really too mad about my putting as of today. I don't feel confident in this one. But we could get some power to it, you know? That won't hurt nothing. Oh, a little bit off to the right side. Not mad at that bit at all, but we did go a little deep. Oh God, Isaac. Not fun to start off with a bogey, and we got a decent long comebacker. Okay, really don't judge me off that last putt. I didn't think we had that much pop in us left, so honestly, just that little pop kind of just came out of nowhere. There it is. Alrighty, here's gonna be a big test in the forehand. 456, don't know how true that is for this hole. It's probably pushing about 440, maybe 450. I mean, I could say that that's okay. Nobody's ever range found this, so this could be accurate. But whenever I'm throwing, my forehand's very good. My constant hyzer forehand is typically around 420, 430. And then like distance, you know, trying to go far distance shots with a little bit of wind help could possibly push 500. And I think my furthest forehand without even trying, or not, I wouldn't say without trying, but without even knowing how far it is, I think probably push about 550 with some helping wind. So yeah, those are kind of what my old distances are. I think we're probably pushing around 400 right now. And I think with like a flex line, probably pushing about 420, 430. Oh, and I just put that on pure hyzer. That's not good. Well, it's gonna be an easy upshot, but you know, that came out clean. Not mad at it, but it did come out on quite a bit of hyzer. So one of the main things that I've been having really bad issues with is getting the flat release. I'm always afraid of like I'm gonna turn it over or I'm not gonna get it enough height. And then also with hyzers, if my hyzers come out, they typically come out higher than I intend them to be, because if I go flat with hyzer, it typically just goes nose down and flat into the ground. So we're gonna be looking to improve a little bit of that. But this DD3 shot wasn't too bad. Not bad for like our first, you know, trying to go far forehand. Come on, sit, baby. There we go. That's a nice easy tap in. So I'll see you on the next hole. Alrighty, on hole 12. This is more, I'm gonna throw more of a distance shot. You would like to be more left here, but with me going forehand, bailing out to the left or bailing out to the right isn't gonna be too bad, which I feel like we're gonna be mostly doing. But I'm gonna try to go for a full distance forehand rip. I'm not gonna try to get on too much anhyzer because I think that would just stall it out. So I'm just gonna try to go left or flat off to this right side. You got a pushing right to left wind, so I think it should push me over left. Going with the nuke here, and we like to be in just that landing strip down there. But if we're left, that's fine as well. And I overturn it, but it's gonna flex back to the right. Yeah. Honestly, that's a very great landing spot. A little bit of a tail, or it's more pushing tailwind, so put it off on like quite a bit of anhyzer, but got the flex out of it because the nukes are typically overstable, and not really trying to throw too hard. I mean, it was more of a distance line, yes, but I didn't put too much into it as well. All right, the basket's too hard to see. I'm gonna wait for this cat to pass by. Don't wanna, you know, throw 100 miles per hour at the cat and be responsible for any kind of death, you know what I'm saying, to an innocent little bitty creature. But either way, the basket's hard to see. It's behind that grouping of trees that you see off to this right side. So these little poles that you can see just left of the tree line, that last pole, I don't know how good the depth perception is on the camera, but you really want to get past that and then go right, because that's where the basket is. So I think I'm gonna go with the splice here, and I can't get it all hyzer over there, so I'm gonna try to put this on like a little bit of a turning angle and hug the tree line and then go right. I think that could be good. I don't think we threw it very hard. Yeah, we didn't throw it very hard. Didn't go too deep. Put a nice little spin on it, got it on the correct angle. Probably looking at like a 20, maybe 25 footer for bird. I said 20, maybe 25 footer, yeah. Try like 33 foot uphill. Golly, I didn't think it was gonna be this bad. Pushing right to left tailwind. This honestly could get lifted and go very deep, but we're gonna play the wind just a tiny bit and soft it up a little bit. Oh, and I left that way too high. That was a very conservative bid that turned terrible. Dang it. Wish we could have done more like that. And also another thing is, I know I'm not throwing it very far. I'd much rather have the consistency of, you know, throwing it on the correct line that I want versus throwing it very far. Distance will come later. As if y'all haven't already seen, make sure you go check out my buzz review. But as you can see, my run up and everything with my backhand was a little bit more slower because we're working out just a new little like tweak in our form. So yeah, doing the same thing here with the forehand. I was gonna try and see what it felt like going off that first shot, but I knew that, you know, it came out on a nice little line, so I just knew slowing it down a little bit, not putting too much power into it, making sure we get the correct line, honestly served me better for right now than, you know, just going full rips into this freaking course. And that's gonna work just fine. Oh yeah, I like that. Probably, like I said, we're probably pushing about 400 on all these tee shots. I'm giving myself a little bit of extra credit, but not throwing it very good, or not throwing it very far, but definitely coming out on the good lines. Oh man, this is quite a bit of a juice if I even want to try at this birdie, but I don't think we're going to. I'm just gonna put this on like a little bit of hyzer around this tree that's just right here, and, you know, just be even with the basket. Part here is fine, especially throwing just forehands. Yeah, that'll be fine. Nowhere near, you know, the distance, but I mean, like I said again, we're putting these on some nice angles, and I cannot be mad at it. All right, a little bit of an outside look, you know, can't be mad at this. Even if we got like a nice little look. Going uphill quite a bit. Got to give some extra spin to this bad boy, even if we want it. Drop. Oh, worst thing about that, I put it at the flag. Every single other basket that I've aimed at the basket, I've ended up short. But this time, I go and put it at the flag, and guess what I end up hitting? The freaking flag, dude. What the heck is that, man? Okay, this was gonna be a tough one for my forehand, just for the fact that it's more of a right to left kind of shaping hole. With this pushing right to left tailwind, I'm gonna go with this wraith on like a little bit of a hyzer angle and just see if I can not get it just to flip over left. If it stays on hyzer, we're gonna be inside some trouble, but if it just ends up flipping just a little bit and going dead straight, I'm totally fine with that, as long as we can get at least pin high. All right, so it is gonna stay dead straight. Yeah, that ain't bad. Very conservative play out of the forehand. And I actually released that on the angle that I wanted it to. Came out a little bit lower, but I was aiming, you know, low to get like possibly a hyzer flip to turn. All right, not too bad. Pretty wide open shot. We're just gonna try to put a forehand out to this left side on that left side tree to see if we can not get it just to bend in right. Oh, and I just didn't put nothing on it. That's gonna be a hard putt to say the least. I just kind of fluffed that one. You know, there's a certain kind of feeling once you start throwing the disc correctly that feels differently. Like once you have certain releases, this one just kind of felt like you left my hands way in the backswings. Oh, got lucky on that right side, but we'll take it, baby. All right, there's multiple different ways one could go about attacking this hole. I typically go hyzer backhand over the right side, and I'm wondering if I could just copy that exact same shot with the forehand that just kind of holds over and then flattens out the entire way. I just don't know what disc to throw it at. You know, I think we just go with the zone, play it off the right side, and let it just kind of, you know, coast in there. Come on, baby, get some distance. That's gonna be a very long look. Oh man, I thought I had that correct, but that possibly wasn't the shot for it. I'm not gonna try any other shots, but I think next time we come out, or not next time, but if we ever do practice that shot again, possibly gonna be the Raptor. Alrighty, our chances of birdie are pretty much out of here. There's a chance for a floaty right to left putt, but I mean, I just don't know how good that's gonna work out. Oh snap. Well, nice little layup. Alrighty, one big thing I have never been able to do was get like forehand rollers down. So I'm gonna try it here because the grass is a little bit lower on this left side. If I get this on like a nice little angle, it should kind of cut roll all the way up there. And honestly, you can get up and down from anywhere over here on this shot. So why not just try to go for the eagle? Got a tailwind, so it should stable this one up a little bit, but you know, just why not? Oh, that's too much cut. That's gonna be too far left. Oh, buddy. I spoke too soon whenever I said you could get up and down from anywhere. You might be taking a par on probably one of the easier holes on this course. Alrighty, we got a pretty much dead straight shot. There's some water on the left side, but I'm gonna go with the straight hyzer with this wraith. Just put it out to the left side. We got a straight tailwind, so it should kind of get us down a little bit. So I'm gonna get a little bit more, you know, aggressive here. I'm not too mad at that. Just sit down, please. Oh, we still ended up short. Well, thank goodness, because I thought I pushed it long. Psych, no I didn't. I knew that I was short the moment it came out of my hand. What the heck, man. It's the worst part about learning this thing about the forehand and, you know, playing a full round with it. I have no idea my distance is, so I don't know how much to put into it or how much to take off of it. It's crazy. I did all that pouting for no reason. Came out probably about 10 feet short. If I would have pushed it off a little more left, could have been a lot better, but I did all that pouting and it didn't turn out too bad. There it is. Oh yeah. Oh man, like that we're able to pick it up. Alrighty, hole number 17 550 feet. We do not have that in the forehand. I don't want to challenge any of the poles over here to this left side. So I'm just gonna try to put a flexing shot off to this like dead center. We got a pushing right to left wind, so I'm gonna go with this Venom. See if I can not get it just kind of turn just the tiniest bit and then go right. And I just put it down low. We're gonna need a miracle shot right there. Okay, I don't think this is a spot where anybody is honestly thinking forehand. I would never think forehand right here because we got all these trees blocking us on this left side. And the only way to kind of get there is going over the trees and getting right. We haven't tried an onyx on the forehand yet. So I'm just gonna try it flat off to this right side. It might get a little bit of tail, like tail to the left side, but I think I'm just gonna try to push it with some hyzer dead straight and just see what happens. Oh, that's real stable. All right, just sit up there on top of the hill. All right, that's gonna be an outside look for a putt, but I honestly probably could have flexed my Raptor up there. All right, I don't got very long. We're in like a tough predicament with the sprinklers going off, but we're on this down slope and we need to hurry up. And it's real slick over here. Oh, alrighty. Let's go to the last and final hole. Alrighty, I forgot to press record, but I threw my crave up there. It's sitting just right of the basket, but I'm gonna try to just, you know, simulate the exact same shot with this leopard. The crave flew nice. I put in like a little bit of hyzer, got it to just flip up quite a bit. But with this leopard, I'm gonna have to put just a little bit more hyzer just to even get the exact same fight. So let's see if we could duplicate it. And I think we did. That's gonna be a lot closer. So that's gonna be the one that's actually on video. But we're probably exact same flight, but just probably a little bit further with the crave off to the right side. All right, so this is the real first shot right here with this crave. Not too bad. I'm gonna actually flip it because we'd like to end off with a birdie right here. So it wasn't too bad. Kind of flew identical to the leopard. I just put it more right at the basket, and the leopard was just an adjustment shot. So, oh, and I airball that right. Well, looks like we're gonna be taking a par here. And all good shots cannot go without a reward. Alrighty, well, so that's gonna do it for the round, or the last. That's gonna do it for the 9 holes that we are playing with the forehand. I need to get some more practice in, but more on that in the outro while we do that somewhere else. You feel me? Alrighty, well, that's the end of the video. Hopefully I enjoyed it. I believe we might have shot 1 under or even par. I'm not really too sure of what the final score was. I wasn't really keeping track throughout the round, but I'm pretty sure I have the scores somewhere, you know, throughout the video down here, one of these areas. But yeah, like I said, to start the video off, I took a little bit of the distance down and got, you know, the accuracy and everything, you know, working a little bit better. We struggled on to like the last like 2 out of the last 3 holes, but I mean, there's nothing that, you know, cannot be fixed. So we're looking forward to, you know, progressing in that. Sooner or later, you know, I'll give it like maybe 2, maybe 3 months. We'll start getting some full, you know, forehand rips. But, you know, we're kind of working in tandem with, you know, getting the forehand right and getting the backhand right. So, yeah, looking forward to just getting those things kind of situated. But, you know, putted pretty good today. I'm not going to lie. Saved a couple good pars out here. And, yeah, can't be, you know, nothing else but happy. The approach shots kind of surprised me today, too. We're going to be looking just to, you know, increase on all aspects of this round. So, yeah. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. If y'all did, make sure to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and all that good stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and catch you in the next one. Peace.